I said that I need to change the way my family is. How can I be asking Ali to give me Indomie, give me geisha, give me bread, give me tea that I'll pay him 3,000 at the end of the month?
This channel is focused on producing content that informs and inspires people to be the best version of themselves and to fulfill their divine purpose. In today's video, I will break down a short clip by a man called Ubon King. I pick out 7 key points which he highlights in the video, which are important in your journey to success. In case you don't know who Ubon King is, Ubon King was a Nigerian business consultant, security expert, and motivational speaker. Unfortunately, he died in December 2020 after testing positive for COVID-19. He was the convener of a youth empowerment conference in Africa called Think Asian. So let's go straight into the video. The first tip is that you must be tired of your current status.
I was tired of begging, tired of looking for somebody to give me hand-me-down. I looked at my children, looked at my wife, looked at everybody. I said, no, I cannot continue like this.
Several times, people tend to massage their current status and are not hungry for success or to progress further. That becomes a deterrent for their next level. They give themselves enough excuses to remain stagnant. As such, although they want to change, they lack the willpower to actually change. Second tip, until you visualize your dreams, you cannot achieve them.
I took a decision that I was going to make 100 million in 1 year. I wrote it on the wall. I want 100 million in 1 year. I wrote it on my ceiling. So when I sleep, I look up at the ceiling, is the first thing I see. When I stay by the wall, is on my wall. On this other side is on my wall. On my toilet door, in and out. Everywhere I go to, I see 100 million. Until you see it in your eye, you cannot get
Having
it.
a visual image of what you want to become is important. That is why a teenage Mbappe will have a picture of a Ronaldo in his room. That is why a young Mike Tyson will have a picture of a Muhammad Ali in his bedroom. Whatever your target is, find a way of putting it into a visual form. Tip number 3, the first step is crucial.
Do it badly till you get it. Don't let anybody tell you you must be an expert. Start. Nothing starts until you start. So I started from my bedroom.
A lot of us spend time pondering, planning, and trying to be perfect. But the reality is that nothing starts until we start. There is nothing wrong with being perfect. However, it is a process and can only be achieved through iterative failure. Start with what you have and know, and keep improving. Soon enough, perfection will not be far away from you. Tip number 4, sow what you have, give. Now, when people hear the word give, they assume it is talking about money.
And I registered them. They were talking about the Gulf of Aden. I don't know what Gulf of Aden was, but anytime they were talking, I saw Somalia Pirate, I saw NATO. I didn't understand it. Then they began to talk about Gulf of Guinea. I did not know what Gulf of Guinea, but they will mention Port Harcourt, I'll put my mouth. Mention Abuja, I'll put my mouth. Mention Lagos, I'll put my mouth. Anything you know about, put your mouth.
Sometimes it is things like contributing to a forum, helping other people achieve their dreams, or maybe encouraging someone. Doors will open when you start giving. It is a natural reward process, and certain opportunities will never open until you start giving. Tip number 5, you need people. Now, this is a touchy area for most people because as human beings, we relish the idea that we are self-made. We did it all by ourselves, but there is nothing farther from the truth.
So I told the man that, okay, this guy will do the work. He said, no problem. Do I trust him? I said, yes, I trust him. He's my friend. I connected with people. Stop doing things alone. Partnership works. I connected them to the guys in Seychelles. They transferred in 1 day $150,000.
We all need people to succeed. We need partnerships. We need relationships. So it is important to understand the etiquettes of social interaction in order to establish the right social relationships we need to succeed. Nobody needs to associate with everybody, but everybody needs to associate with somebody. Tip number 6, target, direction, association. Not association, direction, and target.
This is the strategy for success and hitting your goals. The strategy is define your target first. That is what your vision board is supposed to do. You define where you are going to first. When you define your target, direction appears automatically. And then your direction will connect you to your association. A lot of people make the mistake and want to relate with people first. They want association first. Then from association, the person will take them anywhere, direction. Then they will go to any target. No. When you define your target, direction will appear.
Have you heard the phrase, just shoot and whatever you hit, call it a target? That sounds nice, but it is aimless and unfulfilling. Find your target. It will determine your direction, and then it will determine your association. Imagine you decided to visit Paris. That is your target. Then you know which airport to go to. That is your direction. Then when you arrive at the airport, you go to the Air France desk. That is your association. You have no business at the Delta desk or at the Emirates desk, especially if they're not going to Paris. Target, direction, and then association. And then finally, know your audience.
If you are selling shoes to somebody for 100,000 naira, you have no business with poor people that live for naira. You don't do that. What are your customers? Who are they? Specify. Give them a name. Give them a name. If the person is Bola working in a bank, lives in Lekki, that person's name is Bola, works in a bank, he's a manager, lives in Lekki, and owns a car. That is the kind of profile of the people you are talking to. You are not talking to cleaners in the bank.
Not everyone is your audience. There are 7 billion people on the face of the earth. Even the biggest social media platform will never reach all of them. Your product, content, or whatever it is you're offering, it's not for everyone. You must be clear about who it is for. You can model a person who best fits that criteria. Let's use this channel as an example. You can call them Paul, a 32-year-old entrepreneur who has little time to read, but is keen to engage with positive content online whenever they're driving back home from work. Obviously, you can be as detailed as you want to. Most important thing is to know your audience. Hopefully this video was useful. I will leave the link to Ubon King's video in the video description. You can like, subscribe, or click on one of the other videos on this channel for more content like this one. I am TY Beetseh. This is the TY Beetseh experience. Think about it.